So before I start today's presentation, I would like to express my gratefulness to Kendriya Vidalaya No. 1 Port Blair and all the teachers and staff who are involved behind organizing this great event called Engineers Day. Today I will be going to present over the topic role of engineers in the development of India with regards to career guidance, as I have been told that the students from class 11th and 12th science are also the part of the audience, and I take pleasure to be in front of them with regards to this topic. I remember 6 years ago I was in class 12th, and then I passed from Kendriya Vidalaya No. in Nagpur, post which I joined BTech in civil engineering, then moved forward and studied MTech in technology and development. And today I'm working as research and development fellow at Ministry of Rural Development, undertaken at IIT Bombay. And it's always pleasure to be at the platform of Kendriya Vidalaya, as my father served in Indian Air Force for 38 years. So during his entire service, I was actually traveling with him here and there, and because of which I got chance to study in several of the Kendriya Vidalayas in India. So let me demystify the backgrounds of engineering. As you all know that you may be getting the awards of Bachelor of Technology, Bachelor of Engineering, or Bachelor of Architecture by doing several of the programs which are there in engineering. So as you can see from the slide, that those who are very much interested in construction activities, water resources, environment, etc., civil engineering is for you. Those who are very much interested and enthusiastic about machines, then car design, etc., then mechanical engineering is for you. Those who are very much interested in power generation, electricity, here comes the electrical engineering for you. And those students who are very much enthusiastic about developing softwares or coding, programming, computer science and engineering is more relevant and suitable to them. However, just to bring this to your notice, like the engineering is not only about civil, mechanical, electrical, and in the modern day times computer science. It's beyond this. So you can see there are several other branches as well which are equally performing well and are equally relevant in the modern context, such as architectural engineering, aerospace engineering, electronic and telecommunication engineering, or electronic and communication engineering, information technology based engineering. You can see, like, in the present day engineering there are subjects which are common between two engineering. For example, if you see civil as well as architecture, you will find many of the subjects which are very much common to each other, because if these both disciplines are not together, then it's quite difficult to have a very good construction happening in the society. Similarly, with mechanical engineering and aerospace, they share many of the subjects together. Likewise with electrical and electronic engineering, and similarly with computer science and information technology. So you can get an estimate here that it's not only about one engineering, but when you are studying a particular discipline, you are also getting the flavor of the other engineering as well. Apart from this, you can have agricultural engineering. Those students who feel like they are more inclined towards agriculture, developing and modernizing the agriculture, here is the agriculture engineering for you. Those students who are very much interested in chemicals, chemical engineering is there. Apart from this, there are some core subjects like physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology, which you are studying in class 11th and 12th. So for the information of these students, I would like to inform you, like there are some branches such as biomedical engineering, biosciences engineering, or biochemical engineering, where there is where the students who have both maths and bio background can explore these kind of engineerings as well. Also, there are several universities, including IITs. They offer programs in physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So all the students who feel that they are very much comfortable in the sciences, in the core sciences subjects such as PCM, as well as biology, they have a great opportunity in the engineering sector as well. Moving on, I tried one exercise of identifying top engineering institutes and colleges of our country, and here come the first of the kind, that is the top 10 engineering colleges of India. This has been arranged as per the National Institute of Ranking Framework developed by Ministry of Human Resource Development in the year 2020. You can see that the first 7 positions have been occupied by the 7 old IITs of India. Also, we can see that the IIT Hyderabad and IIT Indore are the new IITs which are sharing the positions in the top 10 engineering colleges. Interestingly, NIT Tiruchirappalli is also the part of the top 10 institute. Similarly, I identified top 10 universities of India as per NIRF ranking, where you can see that the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, IISc Bangalore, tops in the ranking, followed by JNU and BHU, and you can read out the list. Similarly, I tried identifying top 10 universities based on the Atal ranking. For the information of those who don't know what exactly is the Atal ranking, it's the ranking based on the innovation. So you can explore about what exactly is the Atal ranking innovation. Here, the colleges which are performing very well with regards to innovation or registering of patents, etc. Then based on their innovativeness, these colleges are ranked. You can see one thing which is very common in the top 10 engineering list and then the top 10 university Atal ranking list, that the top 3 IITs is the same. However, there is a little shuffling. So you can see like IIT Madras is the top ranked engineering college as well as top ranked Atal ranking college in India. Similarly, you can see like IISc Bangalore, which ranked 4th in the Atal ranking, is ranked 1st in the university ranking. And again, I was talking about some of the new IITs, in which we can see IIT Mandi is sharing 7th position in Atal ranking, and NIT Calicut is sharing the 8th position in the Atal ranking. So you can see like just by plotting this university and engineering college list of top 10 category, I can be able to see like how many different IITs are performing well and which of the institutes are common in all these 3 ranking criteria. Similarly, you can do the exercise for top 20, top 30 colleges, based on which you can explore and visit their website, official websites, and you can identify your field of interest and can correlate with which particular institute or university is performing well, and likewise you can plan. Moving ahead, so as of now we were discussing about what exactly is how many engineering branches are there and how different colleges performing in our country, but it's also become important to understand like many students in our country, like for example India is the leading producers of engineers in the world, but the question is like what you want to do after engineering. Although it's very early to discuss at this stage, but still the inclusion of this slide in this PPT is very important according to me, because you should get some glimpse, some idea as to what you will be going to do or what engineering actually provides at the end of the day. So campus placement is one of the very common buzzword. Everybody knows like you can get into multinational company or you can get into some private companies based on the campus placement in the colleges. Similarly, those students who would like to study further, that means after BTech you wanted to go for MTech, for that cases you can appear in the examination called GATE. Also, GATE provides scopes for the admissions or for job opportunities in public sector undertakings, PSUs. Similarly, there are some students who prefer to switch from engineering to business. So those students who used to look for B school, business schools, they appear in CAT examinations, and you must have heard about the name Indian Institute of Management, etc. These are the institutes which provide business administration knowledges. Similarly, there are some students who thinks that they are not made for job. They have their own idea, they have their own mindset. So based on that, they after completing their engineering used to think about their own idea and develop it and make it in the form of startup. So this is another the recent activity which is happening in our country, and startups, entrepreneurships is coming up in the picture. And interestingly, you won't believe, but nowadays this is happening. Like some of the startup companies which become very popular, they are coming to colleges, engineering colleges, in the campus placement and recruiting students. So you can see like there is a shift from being job seeker to becoming a job giver. So becoming a job giver is also a kind of scope after completing your engineering by doing startups or by becoming an entrepreneur. Likewise, there are some students who got very much sensitized by studying their engineering, and they prefer to go for administrative services to serving the government of India. in that scenarios, some of the students used to go for UPSC or State Service Commission examinations, other examinations as well. And actually, what happens? Engineering provides firm base for the preparation of various government examinations, whether it is engineering services examination or service exams like UPSC. So this is also one of the scope that the nowadays engineering students used to prefer. At the end, there are some students who feels like pre-tech and M-tech is not just sufficient. They wanted to go beyond that. So these students used to go for higher studies. Might be their aim is to become scientist or a good researcher, or they wanted to become professors in some of the renowned institutes in India, which demands the eligibility as at least PhD. For those students, they can always go for higher studies, and at the end of their higher studies, they are provided with the degree or award of PhD, and you will be getting a designation of doctor before your name. So these are some of the possible routes or the pathways that I identified students in the present times are doing after their engineering. However, this is not just limited. You can still go ahead and explore many more things which present day students are doing. But this is a kind of glimpse you can get. And since you are a school going student still and you are in class 11th and 12th, so it's very good to get these kind of prior information before getting into engineering, because this pathways can help you to decide how you wanted to travel, how you wanted to walk over this, and how you wanted to decide your own path in this engineering field. Moving ahead, now I would like to discuss about how engineering has been influencing our society, our environment, the various socio-economic activities prevailing in our India, prevailing across the globe. And it's a kind of story. You can see that there is nothing currently in the slide, but slowly, gradually, we will put some images and we'll try to develop a story which can help us to understand how engineering is actually influencing our daily life. So initially, when Earth was very new, there were many forests, there were trees, and we human community used to roam, just like the animals used to roam. But slowly, gradually, we started settling, and one of the major reason for settlement was the agricultural purposes. So we started cultivating, and as you can see, agricultural engineering, here comes kind of one of the oldest engineering. And once we try to settle, and in the modern day context, you can see that the settlement is of two kinds: rural settlement and urban settlement. Now, because of which what is happening, there is a new concept called urbanization, where more number of houses are coming, and because of which what is happening, the agricultural land is converted into non-agricultural land, and more of the construction and infrastructure development is taking place. Another change that we have witnessed after 18th century was the industrialization, where more focus was given to the manufacturing, production, and you can see, like, when we talk about industries, many engineerings are coming into picture, such as chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, etc. And you can see, like, you have been the part of this traffic. Automobile engineering is also one of the engineering, a kind of output of the industry, and we are facing the issues such as traffic in the modern day times, like some of the congested metropolitan cities of India, like Delhi, Mumbai. Interestingly, there are subjects called traffic engineering and civil, where students are taught about how to design traffic, how to control traffic. So you can see, like, every part, every aspect as of now which we have seen, there is an engineering behind it. If there is a development, then there is engineering, and if we are leading towards some kind of issues, again there is an engineering which is governing it. Now, because of these actions, what happened? We have created air pollution, water pollution, land-based pollution. Also, you have seen there are several non-degradable, or some of these substances are there which cannot be degraded by the natural action, such as plastic, because of which we are actually creating many pollutions over various spheres in environment. As a result, the average temperature of the earth is increasing, and we are facing the issues due to global warming. You all know that it's because of the increase in the concentration of the greenhouse gases which leads to global warming in the most simple way. And one of the major evidence that we have seen about the global warming is a rise of the sea level because of the melting of the icebergs over the glaciers at North Pole and South Pole. So all this, the recent activities which are happening is termed as climate change. We can see like as a result of climate change, the rainfall pattern is becoming irregular. We are getting more rainfall in less period of time. We are facing extreme events such as drought and flood. So now there are several challenges in front of the engineers. Although we used engineering for the development of the nation, for the development of the globe, but now we need some other engineering which can solve these problems. So I'm basically talking about the clean and green technology, the eco-friendly engineering, which is the only way out to solve all the prevailing issues such as climate change or global warming. And the students who are listening to me right now, there is a responsibility on you that how you are going to choose your path, how you are going to define your engineering and come up with some kind of projects, some kind of innovative ideas that can solve some of the very basic issues and very prevalent issues across the globe, across India. With this, I come to the end of the presentation, and the only message from this entire presentation that I wanted to share with you through the quotes from one of the renowned scientists, Albert Einstein. He says, try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. And yes, indeed, it's a need of the time. All the students who are listening to me, it's your turn to become a man of value, because getting success is something which is limited to yourself. But when your success becomes the part of the nation, when your success becomes the part of the society, you become very much valuable. And that's why you need to become a man of value in the modern context. Your knowledge, your innovativeness should not be limited to yourself, but you have to come up with some of the very ideas which are very much appropriate, sustainable in the modern context. I'm really grateful to the organization, all the teachers who were behind this entire program of the Engineers Day. Thank you, and I share my well wishes to all the students of Kendriya Vidalaya No. 1 under Nicobar in Port Blair. Thank you.